I don't regret doing what I do, because if he stay at home, I know he will destroy his life.
If I did hear when you talk to me, I wouldn't be here. But I feel happy for him here, because if not, I would lose him.
One of the time he even kick off my room door. Any money I have in the house, he would take it.
Started to smoke ganja, and he ran away from me. Couldn't find him for days.
This time he wasn't just calling school, he just stopped going to school, working in buses. When I was awake in the morning, he was gone. I come back in the night when I'm 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
I want to do this for him and for me. I wanted to have a good frame of mind, because I couldn't sleep at night.
It's better him is somewhere safe than 2 days time we hear say something happened to him, either him kill somebody or somebody kill him.
Growing up was not very easy, because I wasn't living with my father. I was only living with my mom at the time. But then my father died at the age of 10, and then it started affecting me because there wasn't any father figure around. I didn't really like to be at home because it was kind of boring. I just get used to everything at home. But my mother didn't like me going out with friends, and because of that, I thought she was, telling me something bad, and I didn't see anything wrong with having friends, so I didn't listen to her, and I just continued going out with friends. When my father and my mother had separated, I was given a lot of trouble. I did it for just the fun of bringing back my mother and my father together. I was given a lot of trouble. I got suspended more than 6 times, and I started to beat up on other people, children, start taking away their lunch monies. I started to become a bully actually in the school. Teachers started to get afraid of me, and a lot of things. We usually have a hens that we would call cocoa walk, that would go and would have smokers, gamblers. If a teacher asked me to do something, I would like disrespect them and tell them that I would kill them and threaten them.
Smoking marijuana really changed my life, miss. Well, changed my life by disobeying my parents' rules and not behaving. Stop going to church, truant from church. I started to smoke when I was in 9th grade, and from there, grades dropped low, disobeying school rules and truant from class, truant from school at times. I would hustle in school to make enough money to buy what I want, miss, and that break the school rule. When I reached by 4th form, when I'm supposed to get ready to do my CXC, it got worse. I end up got expelled because of one day at school found with light and a pack of Rizla in my possession, and vendoring at school, got caught vendoring at school and vandalizing school property.
We are just different gangs at school and we don't like each other, and each day, there will be a different fight or other altercation with a boy, and then he was threatening me and telling me that must wait until school is over, what's going to happen. And then after school, I was leaving with my friends, and then on my way down into the town, he approached me with a knife, and then other boys, not from the school, from the outside, attacked, and I ended up wounded him, I stabbed him, and I was walking down in the town and with my shirt out of my pants, and the police stopped me and told me to put my shirt in my pants, and he took my bag and searched it and found the knife, and that is where I got charged.
If you look at a number of indicators, for instance, homicide rate, we find that the male is predominant, both as victims and perpetrators, upward of 90% in both cases.
At Rotary, we cater for boys between the age 13 to 18 years of age. These are male juveniles who have run afoul of the law, boys who have committed misdemeanors, offenses, and they end up in the children's court. They are given correctional orders, and then we get them at Rotary. We have challenges with the boys that we admit at Rotary. For example, boys come here with various issues, and we don't have the trained staff at Rotary to deal with some of these issues, right? And this is a big problem. We do the counseling, we have the chaplaincy and so forth, but there are some particular issues that the boys come here that we need trained persons to deal with. For example, we might have boys who have speech impediment, boys who have psychotic problems. What happens, and unfortunately, is that when a boy comes to Rotary, and we move that boy from this point to that point, and when he leaves here now, there's no continuity when he goes home or goes into his community. And at times, these boys, they do not get the support that they need from family or community. They end up back at square one, where they were before they came to Rotary. So if something is put in place that these boys have something to rely on, to go with when they leave here, I'll be happy for that. And here's where the Back to Life program will come on stream to assist these boys, that they have a smooth transition moving from the center to go back into their respective community, and there's something sustainable when they leave.
You are listening to RCJCC on your FM dial 88.9, coming to you live and direct from Rotary Juvenile.
Our role is to remind them where they're coming from, the importance of the spiritual aspect of their lives, to try and help them with the emotional issues that they grapple with, and also the physical changes that are taking place in their lives.
Jamaica has one of the highest percentage of children born outside of a formal family structure, 85%.
You're talking also about the fact that a lot of them, in terms of their educational background, it's not where it ought to be, so that is also an issue in their lives. You're talking about a young man growing up, most of them are out of an inner city community, which is another issue. So when you put all of these together, you are talking about someone who has a lot of going against him, and we are trying to cause him to rethink all the wrong and negative things that were placed in his mind, so that he can see life and see his own development from a different perspective. That's what we're trying to do.
Can be a mediator, not true? Remember we talk about that? The mediator. So you can come in and try and help to solve the problem, but you're not going to take any sides, right? You're not going to try and be biased.
I can remember
once my mother came and told me that all my friends from school got expelled, and I was just sitting and just looking, and I was saying to myself that it could have been me or something worse could have happened to me.
The things that I've done, I've regretted, but I put that aside now. So I'm just trying to do positive things, trying to do better and become a better man in life.